Steve's been replaced with a little toy. Pop, pop, pop. I'm kidding. He's in the bathroom. He might have just tried to turn the flashlights off. Hey, welcome to our house. We're playing Bloxx, which is a roll and write. It's a polynomial. It's the wrong way. Steve wants me to say it a different way, and I can't in my brain put it in that way. So there's that. But yeah, we're playing this roll and write now. We just finished playing Bricks. Now we're gonna play Bloxx. And this is a play-along stream, so you can play along. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, there should be a link down in the doobly-doo that has a link to a picture that the publisher put out, or that sent to Eric Martin, that has the player sheet. So you can print it out and play on it, or you could just like make a rough estimate of that sheet. So there's that. So yeah, there you go. There's that. Sorry, I'm like, words. We're gonna modify the rules slightly for the play along. I'm gonna talk about that when we teach it. So yeah, but this game is designed by Klaus Jürgen Verdi, who is the designer of Carcassonne. So this is a Tetris roll and write by the designer of Carcassonne. So yeah, we're gonna play this. And Steve's back! Wait, isn't that your third today? Yeah. Okay. Steve's having another cider. It's gonna be a great game, everybody. The wind is crazy loud. So yeah, let's get into it. This is a roll and write. What that means is there's dice and we roll and then we write on player sheets. Polydominoes. How do you do that? Polyominoes.
Polyominoes.
I got it!
Yeah.
Thank you, Jaime.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's...
You gotta type it out for me to see. It's a thing. I have a learning disability. That's not true. I have a speech disability. It's different. But yeah. So funny. Okay. So with Bloxx. Oh yeah, it's important. Oh wait, look. See, Steve can be walking the corgi in this dimension pretty easily. Though it's not safe to be walking the corgi with a pickaxe. I'm just gonna.
Hey, it's Minecraft, alright? They're pixels. It's fine.
So it's the player sheet is like significantly less complicated than Bloxx. So there's that. So every player needs a player sheet. It's really straightforward. And then there's these two giant dice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this game is so simple. So, on your turn, when it's your turn, you're going to roll both dice. Yay!
Yay.
Woohoo! Could you stop? Okay. So you roll both dice. When you roll both dice, you get to pick one. And the one that you pick is yours. And then everybody else gets to use either what you rolled or the other option. However, there are X's and there are circles. So when you pick a thing, you're gonna pick where on the sheet you want it to be, and then it's gonna drop down as far as it goes. However, unlike in Bricks and Aria and Tetris, you cannot slot it in. So once it drops down, you cannot move it into filling a gap.
But you can rotate it freely.
But you can freely rotate and mirror. Which is like super broke, right? Broke town.
Brooktown, USA population.
But the circle and the X's must stay. Oh, that's awful. The circle and the X's must stay in the position that they're in. However, video hasn't updated the job. I'm so annoyed at YouTube because usually it's better about updating the title, but it's not this time. It's not. Will that work? Oh my god, the little Steve's the best. Tiffany, what is your design aesthetic? It's tiny versions of my husband walking tiny versions of my dog. That's what I want in life. That's all I want. Ichi just perked your head up. Like, what?
You're not being replaced.
Yeah, nor are you being made fun of. It's me that's being made fun of.
How many tiny corgis do we have? Is it 3 or 4?
We have 4 corgis. We have 4 stuffed corgis.
Is it because she ate dinner?
I went from... No, it's coming on.
Oh, yeah, we got Loki.
Loki. It's a corgi flying through the air. Okay.
Can you tell it's the third stream?
Woo! Okay, so, this game's a little bit more brutal in the placement. You just drop. Like, it's like you hit the plummet key. That's as good as you can do in this game. Like, literally, like, you get it where you want, and then you hit the plummet key. That is this game.
So it's like one of those claw games where you never actually get any of the prizes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, when you drop it down, you want to try and line it up where you get your circle on the piece circling one of the numbers that is printed onto the sheet, because those are points at the end of the game. Okay? So every number that is on the player sheet that you manage to circle with the pieces circle, you get points. If you put an X on a number, you don't get anything for it. Okay? Then there are colored rows on the sheets. For each color, the first person to fill in an entire row gets 4 points. And then from that point on, anybody else who fills in the entire row of that color will only get 2 points. If multiple people fill in the color on the same turn, they will both get 4 points. Okay? So that's what the colored rows are for. And that's it. That's the whole game. The one nuance is that so let's say it's my turn, and I roll the dice. Okay, and this is the outcome. And let's say I pick this dice. So this is the one I pick. This means that Steve can pick this die, and he can rotate it and mirror it, and he can use it for its value. Or he can pick the die that I picked. However, he will not have a circle on it. So if you pick the die that your opponent rolled, you do not get to do the circle that your opponent had. It has to be an X. Okay? So that's like the big difference on this game.
Oh, interestingly, that means that players can't copy each other.
Yes. So in this one, players cannot copy each other exactly. So for the play along rules, what we're gonna do is we're going to play if you're on Team Tiffany or Team Steve. So what this means is that if it's my turn and I'm the one rolling the dice and I pick this die, then if you pick the die that I pick, if you are on Team Steve, you do not get to use the circle on the die that I picked. But if you're on Team Tiffany, you do get to use the circle on the die that I picked if you want. Like, if you want to take this die that I picked and you're on my team, you get to do it as written. Okay? Or you could use the other die. Doesn't matter. If you're on Team Tiffany, you get to pick whatever you want, basically, and it's unchanged. But if you're on Team Steve and I rolled, you don't get to use my circle on the one that I picked. It has to be an X. So you can still use the shape, but it has to be an X, not a circle.
And that's just the modification we're making for the play-along.
Yes, that is only the modification that we're making for the play-along, and that is the only modification that we're making for the play-along.
I am probably going to forget, so I'm going to write Team Steve on mine.
You are Team Steve, that's true.
That
and
way
I am Team Tiffany.
That way I don't forget. Actually, and then just, Team Steve is the side with the Steve, and Team Tiffany is the side with the corgi.
Yep, there you go.
Steve has a gameplay purpose.
Does the dice work on the camera?
Yep. Or do we need to zoom in further?
I usually have a dice cam. We didn't think this far ahead. Third stream!
Yeah.
Kabuki, you don't know this.
Do it live.
We're gonna stream every night this week. We have so many Essen titles, and we were supposed to go to BGG-Con, and we're not. And so this week, we were supposed to be playing a ton of games. So we're just gonna play with you all. So this is the kickoff stream of Tiffany and Steve stream every night. Tomorrow night we're going to be playing. I'm gonna make like an official calendar that has what we're playing what night.
I'm gonna need more cider.
Yeah, I'll go to the store tomorrow. But tomorrow we're playing Underwater Cities. John will be here, hopefully, and we'll play that. So yeah, and then I gotta make a schedule. Steve and I will be playing Futuropia. we're definitely going to be playing Futuropia this week because we want to play a 2-player because it takes up a lot of table space. So John can't really join us for that because table space. So there's Futuropia, and then we'll probably play like a night where we play like a lot of games that are smaller games. But our goal is to get through a lot of our SN stream games this week. And we have like a lot that we've played and a lot that we want to stream. So yeah. So
and also
we ready?
there are some non-SN games even that we picked up in Europe that would be fun to play.
Yeah, but the priority is that.
No, I know the priority is. I'm just saying I would like to play Strife with you when we're both happy.
I don't think live on camera would be.
Okay, yeah.
Play Strife. Okay, on that note, Zaya! Oh, should we tell SN about Zaya?
Or
the
tell
plan?
the stream.
Well, it would be Kabuki. Should we tell... We would tell Kabuki, but and we would tell the world as well what we're planning. Should we? Is it... I mean, it's fun. They can...
I mean, yeah. It's still a plan. It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. Oh, yeah, Tricky Aeron. Yeah. Steve is yet to... Oh, no, he's played that one.
I've played it once. I was sleepy.
So we're planning for Thanksgiving. We made a thing. We don't travel on Thanksgiving anymore. We stay home with the girls. And we see friends, and we just stay here. So, Ichi's, like, very interested. She's like, you're traveling? What's the travel word? So we're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving, and we're not doing a Friendsgiving, and we're not cooking a lot, or anything like that. We're just gonna play games all day, and we're gonna play whatever the heck we want, and we're gonna stream it all day. And so it's like, if you don't want to hang out with your family, or if you're not hanging out with your family, or if you don't have Thanksgiving plans, just hang out with us, and we'll be playing games. And,
or if you're in a different country or a different time zone.
Yeah. So we're gonna wake up at some point, we're gonna walk the dogs, and then we're just gonna start playing. And we're gonna play whatever we want, just that we want to play. And one of the candidates right now, that is pretty strong, would be Zaya, Legends of a Drift System, a 20-point game, in fact. So... that is currently a candidate. But, yeah.
I'm excited.
So that's what we're planning for Thanksgiving next week. So this week, we're going to stream our brains out every day this week. And then Thursday, for Thanksgiving Thursday, we're going to stream all day.
All day.
Just fun stuff that we like from our collection.
Fun games that we like.
Yeah, and it could be something that we've already streamed. We don't care. We're just going to play all day.
We could do fun things. Like, we could stream our Zularetto Aquaretto hybrid.
It's a water park and a zoo. You have a zoo. It's both. And it's not a water park. It's an aquarium. That's the word. It's an aquarium and it's a zoo in one. You have cheetahs and
Aquazoo.
Aquazoo.
And we got bunnies. We got bunnies at Essen.
We did get bunnies.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
Zularetto is technically an Essen title because we got
the bunnies. Yeah.
And all of them breed.
Okay, let's play.
Sorry.
Okay. We're third stream, y'all. Okay. So you need to decide now if you are Team Tiffany or Team Steve if you are playing along. If we haven't lost you. So right now, if you want to write in the score area which team you are, I wrote Team Tiffany. Steve wrote Team Steve. So write what team you're on, and then Robert wants us to see Zulu Aquaretto.
I wrote Team Steve, the best
Team Ichi. Yeah, you're Team Ichi. Team Tiffany / Team Ichi, or Team Xena / Steve. You know, which dog do you like more?
That's not fair.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an adorable loaf staring at me.
She's very cute, but she had a big adventure.
She did have a big adventure today.
Team Xena / EG.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, how do we play again?
I hate you so much. So Team Tiffany's going first. So this means that you can use either dice as rolled. And remember, you can rotate, etc.
A pentamino. And a tetramino.
I already hate everything.
So you need to pick. So I guess when we pick one, we'll put it in front of our sheet so you know which one gets picked.
Yes. Or you could put it on top of the team item. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, oh, I could do a thing there, but then I lose points. I'm already... Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna rotate this bad boy I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna take this one.
And you can rotate it freely.
You can rotate, and you can rotate freely, and you can mirror freely. It's like, here's all this freedom, but you must plunge the thing all the way down.
So really, holes don't matter.
Holes do matter.
Oh, because you lose points. You lose points for every free space. You lose 1 point.
Oh yeah! At the end of the game, every gap that you have on the board is negative points. I should have mentioned that. Yeah. It's a negative point for every hole that you have. Yeah. Great. So that's fun. Alright, I'm done. Writing games are kind of popular. They've grown in popularity.
They generally tend not to be table hogs. Yeah. Alright, I'm doing that. Alright, Team Steve.
We got 4 of them. We got 2 penny papers. You gotta put them back in camera. And then remember to put the one that you pick above your character. So Team Steve's turn.
Team Steve is picking
that one. So Team Tiffany could pick that one, but you don't get the circle. You just get the. Oh man, it's so good though. No, it's not. I don't care. Okay.
I don't care. Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't care. I don't like that piece anyway. I don't care. Whatever.
What's it like to hang out with Tiffany and Steve in real life?
You know what's crazy is
it's the third stream. The third stream. No, the fourth stream.
The new windows really do cut down the wind noise. Like I remember it was just howling last year.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought, oh gosh, the new windows. That was last year's home improvement debacle. It's the windows. We paid for windows in like May, and they kept screwing them up, and then like all this other stuff, and so we actually didn't even get them installed until like November. And I was like late November, and I was like, you know, I ordered these and paid for these in like spring, so we wouldn't have awful windows in summer. And they were like,
just yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did make and deliver us windows like 3 times. It's just they were only right on the 3rd time.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh.
This game is terrible.
This game is way more brutal. Team Tiffany takes this one.
Team Steve.
No, you don't.
Oh no, Jerry, you don't pick
You can take anything. But this is the only one you get with a circle.
That's right.
You don't get to take a die. I got 2 points. I circled my first number. Remember, you don't get to do the slot thing.
Sorry.
You gotta like put it where it is,
Liam.
rotate, and then plunge.
I'm sorry, Liam.
I don't want that die. I don't want that die, Steve. No, but Team Steve can pick whatever you want.
Yeah, when you're on Team Steve, you can pick any die.
Yeah, so Steve's gonna pick a die, but if you're Team Steve, you can do whatever you want. You can take the die he wants, or you cannot. But if you're on Team Tiffany, and it's Team Steve's choice, yeah.
If you pick the die that Team Steve picked, you can't use the circle. Which is... It's hard for even me to wrap my brain around.
I mean, I got it. Don't stop that.
Well, we're there.
You're there.
Alright.
It's your turn. Team Steve. So very simple. If you're on Team Steve, you can pick either die that you want, and you just write as normal. But if you're on Team Tiffany, the die that Steve picks, you don't get the circle in it. You have to do it as an X.
Hey, remember that die from before? Alright, Team Steve is picking this die. Yeah. So if you're on Team... Okay.
If you're on Team Steve, you can pick whichever one you want. Doesn't matter. You don't care what Steve did at all if you're on Team Steve.
Sounds like a lot of my teammates.
If you're on Team Tiffany, though, you can pick this die, but you don't get the circle in it. You have to do an X instead of a circle on this die. But you can still take this beautiful boy. Yeah. I'm gonna take that one, and you get the circle still. So I circled another one. Mm. Oh, you're so close to filling in the green row. Okay.
Go for it, Team Tiffany.
Ooh, it's a 5er. I don't like any of these options. Where's the cancel button? I lose so many points.
Just do the right thing, Tiffany. Remember, you can mirror. Also, this one is one that mirroring might help you.
It still doesn't give me any points. Why do you think mirroring will help?
I didn't mean help you, I just meant helping the general public.
I'm gonna take that one. So Team Tiffany takes that one. So if you're on Team Steve, that's the one you can't have a circle in.
Alright. I have finished the green row, so if you also finished the green row, well...
Oh, Jaime got the green row,
I don't know,
too.
how are we doing the...
So if you got the green row this round, you circle the 4, because you got 4 points.
Yeah, or I guess any round before this.
If you did not get the green row, if you did not get the green row this round, you cross off the 4. You cannot get the 4 anymore. So now when you finish the green row, you'll get 2 points.
Then I guess if you were playing at home and you got that row before, you would still get your...
You would still get 4 points, which is fine. If you're playing at home and you achieve something before us, get the full points. And know that our victory is hollow if we win against you because you achieved something earlier.
That's right. Our scores would be lower.
Yeah. History of Tetris. I vaguely remember it, but please remind us. Kabuki K, the history of Tetris. Also, Steve, it's your turn.
Oh, I will.
It actually makes it easy to see whose turn it was.
Hey! I didn't actually roll the dice, apparently.
These are still awful.
Team Steve's picking that one.
I don't want that circle anyway.
Filling in 5 squares is great. What's the game end trigger?
The game end is as soon as
2 people can't place on the same turn. I think it said in the rules. I think it was 2 people can't place on the same turn.
Yes, 2 players are unable to fill a shape in on one turn. Which is like, what happens when you can't fill in a shape?
I think you just forfeit that round, but you always have to fill in. You have to fill in a space
if you can.
If you can.
If you can't fill in a space, you just skip around. But as soon as 2 players have to skip around, the game's over.
Which is it's probably just going to be just us 2 the way we're doing it.
No, be somebody else.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
Options that I hate. I'm gonna take this one. This plays so different than
really
Bricks.
does.
It's so much faster.
Yeah.
I mean, the grid is not as small. That helps.
Alright. You ready? Yeah, I got the piece I wanted. I got the piece I wanted.
Which piece are you taking? You have to actually take it.
Like, I wanted both of them, but...
You're a jerk, Team Steve. Oh,
Team Steve,
man.
team of cool people who are the best.
He just got orange. He just finished
I
the
just
orange
finished
row.
orange.
So if you didn't get the orange row this round, cross off your 4. Oh, I got the green row though once upon a time, so I get the 2. I wanted that one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You're a jerk. I'll take that one. Even though the circle doesn't mean at all. Ooh, yes. I need that. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. His play is so different.
Very different. Alright, we're rolling.
Which one you gonna pick?
So many options.
And remember, if you're on Team Steve, you don't have to care about his AP. You can just pick. But if you're on Team Tiffany, welcome to my world. I'm just as bad. It's fine.
You know what? We're doing it. We're picking the fiber. Circle does nothing. Those get X. That gets blocked out. But we finished the blue row.
Jesus! Are you cheating? Oh, you have gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Those are negative points.
They are.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's so much better.
Right. Kabuki says, yeah.
Read it.
There was a fight within Nintendo. One guy pushed hard for the game and another executive didn't want it. So in retrospect, yeah, almost turning down Tetris. Imagine that being your claim to fame. Like, you were the person that, like, almost turned down Tetris.
I'm gonna take this little beautiful baby. I think being too good at, like, being too careful about filling stuff in is gonna nip me in the bud.
Which is funny, because these games play very different. Alright, let's roll. Yeah, this is moving at a pretty fast clip.
This is much faster.
Team Steve! Team Steve is picking the 4.
Wait, did you just do that?
Mm-hmm. Last round.
Oh, I thought you, like, literally just drew it. I was like, well, no, that's cheating. Oh, hey, look. Very similar options. I mean, I could leave a gap. I just feel bad leaving a gap, but I'll do it. First gap. This play is so different. It's so fast.
Purple rose almost filled in.
Hey, paper woman almost filled in. Keep that.
Alright, Team Steve's rolling. What do we got? Whoa! We got crazy pieces.
Oh, you're gonna fill in purple. You are a jerk.
Team Steve's taking the little one.
You know, it's so funny because you're so bad at packing things. Like, you're so bad at spatial things.
This is the packing problem.
In real life, but, like, in these games, like...
If there's no timer.
If tile placement games, he's just amazing.
If it's a speed game, I'm toast. What was the, goodness.
It was Kaboom, but it was renamed to something else.
The planets game?
It was Kaboom, but they renamed it to something else. I don't remember what they renamed it to.
No, not Kaboom. The planets game with the different types of planets.
Cosmic something.
Cosmic.
They renamed it. I don't know what they renamed it to.
Right, but Gaia Planets or something? Like the game we had that we played, whatever the name of that one was.
Yeah, with the timer.
Yeah, with the timer.
Yeah, I don't... They changed the name. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Never meant the original name.
I don't remember because my brain wiped it from... Because he was like, remove this from your memory. So I have to pick a die.
I had real trouble with that game. Did we stream that one?
Yeah. Did we stream that one?
But they changed... Was it a different publisher that changed it?
No. It was a cease and desist.
Right.
Which is why he was like, please change the name of the title. Update the thumbnail.
Got it.
Please, please.
Oh, and I did purple this round. If you also did purple this round or on a previous round, you get 4 points.
Hey, guess who got none of the great ones? Okay.
Team Tiffany, time to roll. This plays so different.
So different and so fast. I'm gonna take that one.
Alright. Team Steve's rolling.
Hang on, give it a hot second. You're so fast. You're like, I'm amazing at tile placement games. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can roll. Just roll the dice away.
Oof. Well, I have. Oh, the other thing it said is if you can't place a die, this doesn't matter for you at home, but if you're playing, if you can't place a die, you can't choose one as the active player. So you can't, like, hoard one if it's one that you can't place.
Yeah.
So let me take this one.
You also can't place a die that would be off your grid. So.
Alright, I'm basically done.
I'm gonna, like, fill that thing in, which sucks.
Go, Team Tiffany, go. Oh, cool, you need to...
Oh, cool, you're not as good at this game as me. Oh, hey, I can mirror that. That's nice. I hate
cannot
everything.
place this round.
I can. Can anyone else not, please? I don't know if we should...
We should maybe just do just the two of us.
Yeah, we'll just do the two of us for playing.
It's gonna be soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be soon. Very soon. Oh, Team Tiffany took this one, by the way. Alright. Give it a shot.
Yep. I cannot place. Team Tiffany must place.
Okay, if I place here, there's a chance. Ooh, and I fill in purple. There's a chance on my turn there's a die that I could place. Yeah, there's a 2-1. If I can get the 2-1, I'm golden.
You get points.
Hey!
Oh.
Team Tiffany rolls. I didn't get it. That's it. That's the game.
Oh, no, I can place.
Oh! Well, yeah, but I can't place. So.
Oh, but you have to pick. Oh, no, so you can't pick one. Okay, well, I do X.
So the game isn't over.
X.
Because you could still place. Yeah, and you could roll and get me my tour. Give me my tour. Give me my tour.
And I can't, I can't place anything anymore.
That's the game. Because neither of us can officially place now. So that's the game. So then you just add up your bonuses from filling in color rows. So I only got 6 points from bonuses, whereas Steve got 12. Or no, 16, because he's a jerk. And then you add in the circled numbers from your player board, and then you subtract the number of gaps that you have. I have 5 gaps. I did pretty good on that.
Oh, your X's are like to the edge of the square. They're better X's. Oops. 34.
Did you cheat in the positive for you?
Yeah, I cheated in the positive.
You're so good at these games.
47.
30.
Hey, that's a good score.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So that's Bloxx. It's so much faster.
That's very fast.
I
mean, I like the like horrible crunchiness of bricks. Like this one didn't feel as agonizing in the same way. Cause like bricks, you're like, oh god, if I don't get this color die combo, I'm basically totally screwed. And this one's like, from the rules, I thought this one was going to be more brutal because you lost points for free spaces, but being able to rotate any direction
And
mirror, the gaps are more like strategic choices rather than things you're forced into. So this one I actually felt was like more like casual, relaxing, and kind of bingo-like.
Cash Liam and Oh Jaime got 49.
Very nice.
Very nice.
High scores so far.
You beat Steve. I'm not very good at the mirroring part. It's really funny. Like, in the real world, I'm really good at spatial stuff and being like, I can like look at a thing and then I can look at a thing and be like, oh yeah, that'll fit. I'm really good at packing. I'm really good at like breaking stuff down and nesting and like getting everything in. But like in these games, I suck at that. I cannot do it. Like, I just can't. I just, like, the 2D element just melts my brain. It's just I can't do it anymore. But if it was a 3D one, I'd be great at it.
This one, the having to get the circles on the numbers and like with the die drafting is super interesting. That was a lot of fun for me.
It's so fast. I like how fast it is.
Yeah.
Bricks is like so agonizingly long. Like, I was having the same agony, but like it was over faster, which was nice. Yeah, it's like high level Tetris when you can't see the block strap. Yeah, it's like just the super fast. Like I said, like you rotate, you flip it, and then it just plummets. So, yeah, they're very different. They play very different, which is funny because it's like the same core thing. All the games we played tonight played pretty differently. There were like similar base rules, and shapes, but like the actual play is very different.
This one I liked, making the strategic choice of if you want more squares filled or less. With 2 players, because it ends when 2 people can't place, like I filled my board in earlier, so I just had a bunch of turns where you were able to catch up.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting, like I thought racing to fill my board would be better because I could force the end faster, but
you did
really
get
didn't.
Faster.
I did get those faster, yeah.
Yeah. So.
All Tetris, or I played a lot of Puzzle Fighter and Super Puzzle Fighter Turbo with coworkers at a previous job, that every time I play like a Tetris or Gem type game, or I play a fighting game like Street Fighter, Puzzle Fighter pops into my brain. So I really enjoyed playing the Serlin Games one with the chips. The poker chips. The 2-player.
Oh, Puzzle Strike.
Puzzle Strike. I enjoyed playing Puzzle Strike with Tiffany.
That's not 2-player, that's fair.
But I miss, like, it just makes me want to play actual Puzzle Fighter.
Okay.
Love me some Puzzle Fighter.
So that's Bloxx. I'm so bad at Puzzle Fighter. I just don't even. I like the idea of it, but I hate playing it. That's Bloxx.
So much.
It's so different, and that's like the third. So this is the third polyomino game that we've played tonight, and it's just very different. It's just played very different than all 3 of them, and each of them is unique. So that's always great. I like the people make comments all the time about how like, oh, it's just another one of those games, but like they play differently. You can do different things with the same pieces or mechanics. Like there's whole board game competitions, design competitions that are like, these are the components, design a game, and look at a ton of games that are very different. So, and
one thing about both Bricks and Bloxx is because they are writing, they are much less fiddlier than if you were actually placing pieces.
Yeah.
One game that we did not get that we were thinking about a lot at Essen, and I don't know if it showed up in the streams. It probably did. Was the wooden block?
Yeah, Polynomio. No, Polymiso. It was Polymeso?
It might have just been called Polyomino, I think.
It might.
Maybe.
We went and played it twice. I don't know if it was in the vlog the second time we played it, but on the day 1 Essen vlog, we go and play it. And it's a wooden... It's this shape, and it's a board, and you draft the tiles, and then you just take turns playing them, and whoever has the most squares left at the end of the game loses.
And I think the pieces are either 5s or 6s.
They're 5s and 4s. But yeah, we played that one. I forgot to put those on.
I think they're 5s and 6s because there's a lot of the 6s. But anyway,
it's 5s and 4s. They're 5s and 4s. I will show you the video footage. I edited it. They're 5s and 4s.
Okay.
But anyway, we really liked it. It had a good tactile experience. But we weren't sure about it because of like the thing and the 2-player. And we went back to play it, and we both liked it, and it was a little bit more cutthroat. So we were like, yeah, okay, we'll get it. And then they were sold out. And now at home, looking at the pile of games, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I'm good without it.
But slotting wooden pieces together, like the tactile feel,
nice.
it was great. Like
Nice.
precision cut. So when you have one of the like pieces that has a tongue and a piece of the groove, and they fit together exactly.
It was way better than cardboard.
And the pieces are the 5 pieces. I think were all colored. The other ones are gray. So you could, because it was sort of in like it was in relief. Like, it was in 3D, so you could see the pieces a little better, whereas the paper ones, obviously, they're flat, and you're rating them on paper, and it's very easy to do, but you do miss something with... There is something to be gained by having, like, tall, like, wooden pieces that are made out of wooden cubes.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, like, it let your intuitive brain work on it a little better. Also, I was terrible at it.
I did way better. Yeah, I did really good at that one.
Because it was basically like a tactical placement game as opposed to like
it was packing. It was a packing the game. It was competitive packing. Like, we both had the same number. We both had belongings we were trying to get into the car. And whoever got the most of their belongings in the car at the end won.
Well, and critically,
and I can win that.
Critically, we're both filling in the same board. So all 3 of the games we played today were filling in your own board. So that definitely, again, it's packing. It's the same style of pieces, but it played way differently. It felt more like a 2-player app. I mean, it was a 2-player abstract, but it felt more like other 2-player place stuff on the board.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't sandbox. None of the games we played tonight were designed to... They're designed to be multiplayer games. They're not designed to be like a direct 2-player head-to-head competitive game. You have your own world, and you're manipulating the tiles in your own world, and the player interaction is minimal. The really interesting is in Bricks, we didn't, with the play along the way that we played, we didn't play with the player interaction bit, which is the rerolls, which probably would have helped scores. But with Bloxx, we could, for the play along, keep the player interaction in, which was the drafting of the things. So, yeah.
Also, in Bricks, I'm now thinking about it, it being our second game, we were both somewhat aware a little bit of what pieces the other person needed. I think it might feel more cruel if you could choose to re-roll the piece that you knew one of your opponents actually needed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it felt a little like we were just all at the mercy of the dice. It was fine. I think with the re-roll choices, it would feel more...
brutal?
Yeah.
Mean?
More mean and spiteful. Or could. I mean, it depends how you want to play it.
Yeah.
But that
it would
could
also
be...
just take longer.
And it would take longer.
I feel. But, yeah. So that was our polyomino stream night. Which I had said in the haul video we were going to do, and then I just last second decided to do it. And by last second, I mean 2 days ago. Yeah. But,
X squared plus Y squared equals Z squared.
Yeah? Okay.
It's a polynomial.
Does it? Polynomial?
Well, the polynomial is the
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching tonight's stream. Thank you for hanging out with us, for watching live. It's always fun. We like really doing these, which is why we're doing one stream every night this week. So, what? At least one stream every night.
I'm excited. There's a lot of games. I want to play them. I want to talk about them. Some of them, I couldn't tell you my thoughts on many of those games that are there that we've already played unless we were playing them. So playing them will give us an opportunity to talk about them.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure every game that we stream, it's going to be at least our second play of a game, unless it's like a very super simple one. So tune in this week. The start time will be usually 7:30, maybe 6:30, but you can follow us on Twitter and I'll announce it. I'm also going to make a calendar and tweet it of what we'll be playing when. But we'll definitely be playing, I know for a fact that we're going to play Underwater City tomorrow night with John. And if John can't make it due to circumstances, Steve and I will still play Underwater City. We're also going to play Futuropia this week. We're excited about that one. We've played Futuropia twice now, so this will be our third play. And it'll be our first time playing 2-player, which I think should be fun. And then we'll probably play Kiro.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we'll probably play Kiro. And then there's some other titles that we'll probably play as well.
I think someone in chat was interested to know our thoughts on Kiro. So if you're still around, we will be streaming it.
Yeah, sometime this week. I will make it a time.
And then some of the like bigger, heavier, like I'm looking at Blackout over there. I don't think that'll get to the table this week.
No, that'll be probably a next Tuesday stream. This week we're gonna prioritize like kind of the smaller games that we can get out, and like Futuropia, we just know we played it and we both really like it, so we can just knock that out. We're gonna play games that we have played. So Azul, Stained Glass of Sintra is an option. We'll make a calendar. I'll post the calendar. It will be up on Twitch, so you can see the calendar. It'll be YouTube. I don't know has that, but I'll see if YouTube has that, and I'll put it on YouTube tomorrow once I figure that out. And then
you can tweet a cool little picture.
It'll be on Twitter too. And this week there should be an edited video coming out this week, which is like how I packed games to bring them home. It'll be like how I packed 63 games and brought them back. So yeah. On that delightful note, it is almost 11 p.m. and I've been going to bed around 11 p.m. so I'm super tired. So I'm gonna go do that. Unsolicited video game thing. I really like the game Moonlighter. I've been playing that recently, and I'm excited for Pokemon. I'm Team Eevee, even though in my heart I am Team Pikachu, 100% Team Pikachu, all the way. But I could not turn down the opportunity to have a little Eevee that I'm gonna name Stevie that follows me around in the video game.
I'm gonna hear all about when Stevie takes damage, and when Stevie gets knocked out, and when Stevie falls asleep. I'm gonna hear all about it.
Yep, and when Stevie evolves, I'll have a deep, in-depth conversation about what type of evolution Steve wants to have.
Also, new today, I didn't realize that if you could actually hear Pikachu talk, Pikachu sounds like Ryan Reynolds.
Oh
I
my
did not
God.
know that.
The Detective Pikachu trailer, they made a Pokemon movie for adults, which makes sense. I get it, but like, they made a Pokemon movie for adults. It's just... Yep.
Having only heard you watching the trailer,
I'm gonna make you watch it
if,
just after this.
If you told me that it was actually just like a fan-made thing, someone was like, someone's just like, I want to do Pokemon Cross with Deadpool and make a silly trailer, and I'm friends with Ryan Reynolds. If you told me it was that, I would have believed you. Because, oh my god.
Yep. If you haven't watched Detective Pikachu trailer, and just go do that.
Yep.
Alright, on that night, I'm gonna make Steve watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a good night. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to make sure you see more of our streams, hit subscribe. And if you want to get one of those notifications so YouTube actually tells you when somebody you're subscribed to posts a video, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. So there you go.
It's a two-step process. Subscribe and bell. Yep.
Woo! Oh, Kabuki. That's such a relief. California man right now. Good. Your starter Pokemon can't evolve in the game? What? That's fine by me. I can have Stevie Eevee.
Stevie all the way to the end. It'll be
Stevie till the end.
Was it take Mudkip all the way through Pokemon?
Sure.
Twitch play didn't Twitch play Pokemon but only use Mudkip or something?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Alright. Good night, Internet.
Alright, good night, Internet.
We'll see you tomorrow night for Underwater Cities at 7 p.m.
I'll keep my head above water.
No, you're gonna be underwater. No.
Okay.
Good night.